Hey everybody! I bet you're thinking about packing your bags, grabbing your flip-flops, and heading down to the Sunshine State. Am I right? I know I am. And I also know that you're at the best place to learn everything you need to make this trip your best travel experience ever. I'm serious. Taking a trip to any place, without watching my video is like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without the instructions. You think you know what you're doing, but you're gonna end up with a weird-looking bookshelf and a bag of leftover screws. We're about to drop 10 mind-blowing facts about Florida that you need to know before even looking at a plane ticket. Everybody knows that Florida is the only place you can see a gator and a grandma on a mobility scooter race to get the last early bird special, right? And of course, everyone knows that the state bird is officially the mosquito. And naturally, we all know that every Florida resident is issued a pet flamingo at birth. It's just common knowledge, right? It's like, the sky is blue, the grass is green, Floridians have flamingos. It's just how the world works. You learn this stuff in school. What? You didn't know any of that? Seriously? The flamingo thing? The mosquito state bird? Nothing? Oh wow. This is awkward. Well, I guess those aren't exactly facts. Okay, fine, maybe I made them up, but they true, They capture the spirit of the place. But hey, you know what they say, every day's a school day. So now you know. Now you know that I have a very active imagination when it comes to Florida. It's a crazy place, it inspires creativity. But, okay, for real this time, we're gonna dive into the facts. The stuff that's so wild you'll think I'm making it up again. But I promise, I'm not. This is the real deal. We're going to peel back the curtain on this beautiful, bizarre, and utterly fascinating state. So, grab a glass of orange juice, you'll find out why later, and get ready to have your mind completely and totally blown. Let's do this. Kicking things off, here's a wild one. Florida is the flattest state in the entire US. Seriously, forget Kansas. Florida takes the crown for flatness. The highest natural point here is Britton Hill, just 345 feet above sea level. That's shorter than most city buildings. You could stand on Florida's highest point and still be late for dinner on the 30th floor somewhere else. It's so flat, even mountains would get vertigo flying over. Stand on a Tupperware in a Florida field and you'll see for miles. You'd feel like the king of flat. All you'll see is more flatness and maybe a gator or two. Even pancakes get insecure next to Florida. That's how flat it is. The upside? Biking is a breeze. The whole state is basically one giant, never-ending bike path. The steepest climb you'll face? A highway overpass or a public speed bump? It's a whole new perspective. Just endless horizon, no hills to block your view. Floridians on vacation in the mountains? Their GPS can't handle roads that go up. Florida's commitment to being level is almost an art form. So next time you're driving down a road that stretches into infinity, remember, you're experiencing peak flatness. Just don't forget about the humidity. But that's a whole other story. Florida is the flattest state in America, and maybe that's why it has more golf courses than anywhere else, over 1,250 of them. It's like the whole state is a country club. You can't throw a stone without hitting a fairway, and even the wildlife gets in on the action. Alligators sunbathe on water hazards. Squirrels bury acorns on the greens, and birds steal golf balls mid-flight. With so many courses, it's a wonder there's room for anything else. In Florida, golf isn't just a sport, it's a way of life. And somewhere, an alligator is lining up a putt thinking, this is the life. Alright, fact number 3, you guys are gonna love this. So, you think Florida's all about beaches and theme parks, right? Wrong. Florida is home to the only living coral barrier reef in the continental United States. It's like an underwater metropolis, vibrant, busy, and full of life. The Florida Reef Tract is basically the Manhattan of the sea. Parrotfish are the celebrities, sea turtles the wise old billionaires. It's a whole society down there with fish looking for the best coral condos. It's tough to live there, but wow, is it beautiful? The nightlife? Even crazier than South Beach with glowing squid lighting up the dance floor. But really it's an incredible, fragile ecosystem. A true treasure, it's a natural wonder and Florida's best kept secret. Too cool not to share. Okay, let's move on. Fact number 4. This one is shocking. Florida is the lightning capital of the United States. On average, a square kilometer here gets hit over 20 times a year. Floridians have adapted. Dodging lightning is basically a survival skill. They can feel the static, hair stands up and everyone heads for the nearest Publix. It's like a real-life video game. Level up every time the sky flashes. You learn to live with it, and maybe even enjoy the light show. The heat, humidity, and colliding sea breezes make Florida the perfect storm cocktail. They even named their hockey team the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's commitment. So next time you see wild Florida news, remember, the sky is always trying to smite them. Florida's unique geography and weather patterns make it a natural laboratory for lightning research. Many buildings are equipped with lightning rods and other protection systems to keep residents safe. After the storm, the sun shines bright and sometimes you even get a beautiful rainbow. Floridians share their lightning stories, turning these electrifying experiences into community tales. Local news often covers lightning safety tips, ensuring everyone stays informed and prepared. So, whether you're a resident or a visitor, always keep an eye on the sky in Florida. Miami's Art Deco Historic District is the world's largest collection of Art Deco architecture. Over 800 pastel-colored neon-lit buildings packed into 1 square mile of South Beach. It's like the city is always dressed for a 1930s theme party, with every hotel and apartment building striking a pose for the tourists. These buildings aren't just structures, they're supermodels on a permanent catwalk, showing off sleek curves, glamorous colors, and bold accessories. Thanks to passionate preservationists in the 70s, this living museum of style was saved from demolition. Now, walking through Miami's Art Deco district is like stepping into a stylish pastel time machine where the buildings are the city and they're always dressed to impress. Alright, get this. We're moving on to number 6, and this one is it's juicy. Florida produces the most oranges in the United States. And when I say the most, I mean an astronomical amount. It's like the entire state decided to cosplay as a giant mimosa. Florida just looks like a little orange slice hanging off the side. They're not just the Sunshine State, they're the orange juice state. They produce over 70% of the country's supply of citrus. 70. That's a C- in school, but in the world of oranges, it's an A+++. The state's official scent isn't salt water or sunscreen, it's just the faint, lingering aroma of a freshly peeled orange. It's a level of orange saturation that is hard to even comprehend. The commitment to oranges is just next level. The whole identity of the state is wrapped up in it. To be a Floridian is to be one with the orange. It's a deep, spiritual connection that the rest of us can only dream of. It's definitely something you will not develop by standing in the juice aisle in the grocery store. Nature lovers, this one's for you. Did you know Florida is home to the only place on Earth where alligators and crocodiles actually live side by side? Welcome to Everglades National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the largest subtropical wilderness in the United States. Spanning a jaw-dropping 1.5 million acres, the Everglades is a living, breathing maze of slow-moving water, endless sawgrass marshes, and mysterious cypress swamps. But it's not just gators here. Keep your eyes peeled for gentle manatees, elusive panthers, and over 350 species of birds soaring overhead. Whether you're gliding on an airboat, hiking a sun-dappled boardwalk, or just soaking in the sunrise, the Everglades feels like stepping into another world. So next time you picture Florida, remember, it's not just beaches and theme parks. There's a wild, magical heart beating in the middle of the state. Thanks, Florida. Alright, moving on. Let's talk about driving in Florida. It's the land of toll roads. Florida has more miles of toll roads than any other state. You can't drive 10 feet without your GPS saying, "Prepare to give me your wallet." Every road feels like it's trying to make a quick buck. By the time you get to Disney World, you've spent more on tolls than tickets. SunPass makes it easier, just a beep as your money disappears. There goes your coffee money. There goes your kids' college fund. The roads are a cartel, a pavement cartel. So if you're planning a Florida road trip, start a toll fund now. It's a beautiful state, but in Florida, the journey will literally cost you. Let's take a detour to paradise. Welcome to the Florida Keys. This isn't just another beach destination. The Keys are a string of tropical islands that look like they were sprinkled by a giant into the ocean. Stretching over 120 miles, the Keys connect mainland Florida to Key West, the southernmost point in the continental U.S. Each island has its own vibe. Key Largo is a diver's dream, Isla Mirada is the sport fishing capital, and Key West, that's where the party never stops. The culture here is a wild mix of laid-back island life, quirky art, and legendary sunsets that turn the sky into a masterpiece. Whether you're snorkeling coral reefs, kayaking through mangroves, or just soaking up the sun, The Keys are a must-visit for anyone craving adventure, or just a slice of tropical heaven. And don't forget the food. Conch fritters and key lime pie are basically required eating. The Florida Keys, unique, unforgettable, and absolutely essential for your Florida bucket list. Now let's talk about one of Florida's most legendary and hairiest residents, the skunk ape. Imagine Bigfoot, but with a serious Florida twist. For decades, people have reported spotting this elusive creature lurking in the swamps of the Everglades. Described as a large, ape-like animal with shaggy fur and, yep, a powerful skunky smell, the skunk ape is Florida's very own cryptid superstar. Some say they've seen huge footprints in the mud, others claim to have caught a glimpse of glowing red eyes at night. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, the legend adds a dash of mystery to the wild heart of the Sunshine State. So if you're ever hiking in the Everglades and catch a whiff of something funky, keep your camera ready. You might just spot the skunk ape and have the ultimate Florida story to tell. And there you have it. We made it. We navigated the flatlands, dodged the lightning, played a few thousand rounds of golf, and tried to figure out which mesmerizing Florida key to visit first. I hope you found this overview of the most crazy, mind-blowing facts about Florida useful. And I truly hope it will help you in having a safe and wonderful stay in this one-of-a-kind state. You are now officially more prepared than 99% of the tourists who show up expecting nothing more than a mouse and a beach. You know the real secrets now. You're practically a local. Remember these lessons well. When someone mentions how flat it is, you can tell them even pancakes are jealous. When you see a building that looks like a pastel-colored spaceship, you'll know it's just dressed to impress. This isn't just information, it's a survival guide. But hey, the world is a big, weird, wonderful place, and Florida is just the beginning. If you're planning to visit also some other countries or even other states that might be just as strange, check out my other videos. I'm here to help you learn the basic facts without which you would not survive the trip, because showing up in a new place without knowing the local quirks is like going to a golf course with only a putter. You can do it, but you're gonna have a bad time. We'll get you prepped for your next adventure. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, do all the things. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell that confused guy looking for the highest hill. We'll see you next time with more mind-blowing facts about another amazing place. Stay curious, stay laughing, and please, if you're in Florida, wear a helmet. You just never know when a golf ball might be heading your way. Take care, everybody.